Thoughts on Shamrock personality-wise? I don't know. We're about to find out together. We're gonna watch the weigh-in. I haven't watched it yet. I just watched the regular one, not the ceremonial one. It happened today at like 10 a.m. and I figured I'm not gonna do the stream at 10 a.m. So, do I know his backstory? I do not. JV165, thank you for the $2. The motherfucking Fight Fairy. Yes. It is Friday, folks. It is Friday. And we are close. We are close to the fights. And I will say, just from watching the official weigh-in, I can tell you that Belal is getting his ass handed to him. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, Belal is not gonna win. Belal is getting manhandled. Belal is going to get handled by the man. Handled by Ian Garry. Shem was a naughty young lad in England. Ended up on the run from the police and went to Malaysia, where he started fighting and lived for years. Interesting. That's why he has this vibe. I can't quite describe it. Oop. I actually yesterday switched my pick to him last minute from Nurullo Aliyev. I just feel like I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see if Nurullo can hang, but I officially made my pick Shamrock. So he's streaming prelims tomorrow. So it starts at 10. I will try. Arman looked pissed. Yeah, I think he's winning too. He came back to Ireland and got knocked out at an MMA fight, then got arrested when he left. Oh, okay, interesting. Barry, what do you think about Guru talking about your Russian people like that? What did he say? Is it from his body language? He has like this energy. I don't know, the way he carries himself. Everyone carries themselves in a way, in a certain way. I'm so glad there was no one. I'm so glad that no one was cut during the headbutt, but that would have been bad. The headbutt. Oh, from that fight, yeah. That the Shem fight, you're saying? It's good to randomly find you here. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not so random. We usually do these streams on Friday at this hour. Keep looking up at the time. It's high up in the corner. Anyways, how do we feel about Arman's angry small man energy? I don't know. It's at least more consistent than Dan Hooker's energy. 10 a.m. on man. Yeah. It's 10 a.m. here on the East Coast. Arman gives Justin Bieber vibes. Yeah, lots of ego. Anyhow, guys, I thought I would watch the ceremonials together with you, since I already watched the regular weigh-ins. Ian Garry is such a lock, by the way. It's not even funny how much of a lock he is. What are the odds for that fight, by the way? I feel like it was pretty close. What does Topology say? Not really. Belal is a plus 225. And Ian Garry is a minus 275. Okay. Well, Belal is getting his ass whooped. That's for sure. That's for sure. Going to sleep early tonight, Ferry. See you tomorrow. That's a good idea, J165. I'll probably do the same. Because I want to wake up tomorrow at a decent time. So that, you know, I have some time to myself before I stream this. Fine evening to you, Fairy. You too, Kodak. Fairy got the locks. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do Mystic KO. Speaking of which, I also think Bogdan Grat is a fucking lock. There is no motherfucking way that Luke Riley is winning. I'm sorry. Did you see him? Did you see him? There's no way. There is no way. He looks like such a boy. What time does the card start tomorrow? For me, 10 a.m. Fair, no way I disagree with that one. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like he's also gonna get manhandled. We'll see. We'll see. Sheik Grad might be the new mythical fighter. Yeah. We'll see. I'm just saying, he looked pretty decent. Like, I was waiting for the weigh-in to see how because I picked Bogdan Grat to begin with, but I wanted to really confirm how solid I felt about that pick after today. And after today, I'll say I feel pretty good. But let's watch the ceremonials together, guys. Let's watch the ceremonials, guys. Where is this tab that I had? Oh, here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did I close it? Oh, no. No, I didn't close it. I'm tripping. Hooker said, by the way, he heard Arman is still having back issues. Interesting. Well, I doubt he would take this fight if he was still having back issues. If it was bad enough is what I mean. Anyways, let us play it. YouTube won't like totally screw me for showing you guys this, right? They won't. They won't totally screw us. Probably have to watch it with the volume off, yeah. Okay. I mean, I want...
What's up, Doha? We have an incredible fight night tomorrow. Arman Tsarukyan taking on Dan Hooker. But of course, first of all, we've got to get these people weighed in. Welcome to the stage, the lightweight champion Lieta Portia. Chief Business Officer Hunter Campbell.
Oh, you guys can hear it?
Matchmaker Mick Maynard.
Okay, then
unfortunately,
I don't really need to listen to it. You might be too small of a channel. I don't know though. The bots always catch me. The bots catch me. I've had that before. You know when I was filming my recaps a few times, I would post some clips from the fights, and I would get, like, YouTube would tell me before I upload it though, they would be like, we caught some copyright content in your video, you need to cut it out. So then I'd have to like cut out those exact bits that it told me to cut out, because not all of it was copyrighted copyright stricken. Anyway, so I just that was a pain in the ass to do, so I'm just gonna do the reactions, the recaps the normal way without the visuals, unless a fight really calls for them. Anyways, let's begin this. So this one is weird. Marek Bujilo versus Denzel Freeman. I was waiting to see how they'd both look too. I I actually think that Denzel Freeman looks better than Bujalo. Bujalo looks fucking weird, but let's like he looked. Oh, this guy almost tripped on the railing. This is a bad sign. Maybe not though. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes I don't know. He actually looks fine. He looks fine, I would say. Better putting on a mute, yeah. Makes sense. This guy though, I mean, let's see. He looks better than he did at the official weigh-in, so that's something. I hate this one. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I feel like white boy's getting knocked out, guys. Low-key, I think that's what's gonna happen. Stay away from this fight. My initial pick was white boy, but no, I don't think I don't think I could go for him. Aliyev versus Rock. So yesterday I actually switched my pick from Aliyev to Rock. That was my official pick. I'm gonna side with the Polish dude. Yeah, we'll see. He just doesn't look like he's all there, you know what I mean? That's the only thing. He doesn't look like he's all there, which is weird to me. Marek looks like more of a fighter. We'll see, guys. We'll see. We'll circle back around tomorrow, and we'll find out. It's kind of interesting how like these dudes from these regions, like Tajikistan, they all look so similar. Like, so similar. Oh, this is a weird one. Fuck, why did I switch my... I don't know. These first two... Fuck, I guess we'll find out. This one, though. Nordiev versus Loader. I like Ryan Loader here. I like... Aliyev is hit or miss. Well, who's my favorite fighter? Probably Yuri at this point. It was Zhang Weili. I still really like her, but I think Yuri is like, yeah, a little higher for me. This guy is not winning. You cannot tell me Ismail Nurudiev is winning. Look at this guy. No, brother. No. Any chicks on this card? I don't think so, actually. No. Qatar was like, absolutely not. Nope. Oh, the ego on Nordiev. I hate it for him. Yeah, I'm going with Ryan Loader. They were about to... Miss Fairy is the co-main a great scrap. It's not bad, but not really. It's interesting how this Taporia is so much whiter than the other Taporias. This one is so much whiter than the other one. That kind of reminds me of my siblings and I. My older brother came out a little bit darker than my younger brother and I. He got more melanin. Anyways, I actually was feeling really confident about Bigzat Almakan. Now I feel still confident. I feel like I'm still gonna pick him, but like Ilya looks a little more solid than I expected him to look, I think, to be honest. But I'm still going with Bigzat. Yeah, no, I'm still going with Bigzat. He's got it. He's got the thing, you know. Like he has the magic sauce. Topuria has to work for it. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. Rafael said Kata. Me and my and siblings. Yeah, I know. No, my siblings and I all look kind of very similar. But my older brother looks kind of like me, but darker. Actually, you know what my older brother looks like? My older brother looks like if Khabib was like less inbred and mixed with Michael Bisping. That's what my older brother looks like. She's 3% black. Actually, I'm 0% black. Yeah, I took a DNA test. I am 100% Eastern European. Anyways, Rafael said Kata is losing. Fair, you're a savage. Nah, it doesn't take, dude. I think if you just observe how a person's features look, there are certain things you can determine, you know what I mean, without anyone having to really tell you, you know. That's all I'm saying. Fairy is 102% Eastern European with a 2% margin of error. Actually, I'm 1% Finnish, or something like that. There's some that's as diverse as my history is, I guess. Asul Mabayev versus Alex Perez. Why does Alex Perez never look inspired to do anything? I don't know. No. What's the population of Dagestan? I don't know. But if I imagine it's like not that big and it's in the mountains and it's kind of secluded. You know. So, Dagestan has 150 million people. It's not a lot. Are you Russian? I lived in Yekaterinburg for years. I've never been to Russia, but my parents are Russian. And they handed a lot of that down to me, but technically yes, technically no. I don't know. This guy looks weird as fuck, yo. Saigid Izagakhmayev? What's wrong with his eyes? I don't know. He looks kind of like Said Nurmagomedov in a way, but like a weird fucked up cousin. You know how DDP's brother and him look kind of the same but different? That's what this Saigid guy looks like. Saigid Izagakhmayev looks like Said Nurmagomedov, but like different font. Look at him. What are you saying? Do you not see it? The Dagestans and Gracies may be the most overrated fighters in the world. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're succeeding, aren't they? Not all of them, but yeah. This guy, though, is giving me Peyton Talbot vibes. Luke Riley? Are you kidding me? Why? He's chewing gum. Looks like he doesn't give a fuck about anything. He's just like young and cool. Uh-huh. Yeah. You're losing, buddy. He probably thinks he's being handed a free fight. He probably thinks, oh, I'm the favorite. No, buddy. No. Look at him! Look at Bogdan Grad. There's no... Dude, nope. That's it. If this is going to decision, he's winning. For sure, first of all. But this is not going to decision. Or maybe it is going to decision. Fuck, I think it's going to go to decision. Bogdan Grad loves his decisions. And he's going to get that decision. He is gonna get that decision. There's no dude. Bogdan Garat, look, he's physically bigger enough. He's physically big enough to control Luke Riley. That's all. Does she ever reach out? I do. Sorry, I do. I was trying to like. I was trying to pay attention. Sheik Grad is here. Indeed, he is. What did you comment? Oh, are you French? No, I'm not French. Sorry, if I probably read that and also didn't respond to it because... Bogdan Galat is so weird. I didn't respond because people have asked me the same question multiple times. Hold on. I got distracted. Let me go back to that. Oh, hold on. Wait. Okay. Wait. He walks up to him. Oh, he looks intimidated. Bogdan Grat looks intimidated. No. I think he'll still do it. You know what? I'm still going with him. Fuck it. He looked a little bit intimidated there at the face-off, but you know what? It's not like too terrible. It's not too terrible. You're right. Warden has aura. Bogdan. I'm still going with him because I feel like what's his face? Luke Riley he's got too much ego. I can't pick a guy. Also, by the way, this Japanese dude looks so good. He looks solid. Kyoji? Yeah, solid pick, I think. He looks conditioned. And Tagir looks fucked up. I'm sorry, he looks fucked up by default, but I don't know. He doesn't look... he looks like he could maybe win on the feet. But I trust in Kyoji. No, I trust in Kyoji. He looks like a solid vet. I know that's just how he looks. That's why I said I know he looks fucked up by default. But yeah, he looks fine. His energy looks fine. He looks fine. I think he'll do fine on the feet maybe, but yeah, he is also a lot smaller. He kept... I don't know if the other dude kept his jacket on. I noticed Tagir didn't take it off. Or did he? I don't know. Are you doing a fight companion watch along tomorrow? I'm glad it's not a late fight. Yeah, I am. Yo, also, Shamil looks so fat. He's losing. Shamil is not winning. He is too big in the wrong way. The ultimate blob battle, yeah. I like how you have no filter. I have a little bit of a filter, but I generally I don't have a filter because everything I'm saying I feel like is objectively true. I usually don't speak about things or on things if I feel like it's subjective. Everything I say can objectively be seen. You know what I mean? So that's why you can't catch me. You can't get me. You cannot call me out. What are you going to call me out on? Something that literally is existing? Something that I observed? Yeah, okay. Miktibek Orolbay. This guy has such an interesting face. MMA Joey might get you, girl? Yeah, okay. Let him try. Oh no, MMA Joey might get me. Please. What's he gonna get me on? Yeah. Anyways. Jack Hermanson, our favorite. He just looks like a runner. He looks like a runner that was like, you know what? I'm gonna start fighting. I'm gonna start fighting. You cannot catch fairy. Too magical. Yeah. Jack looks more healthy than I thought he would. He does. He does. He actually looks very solid. He looks very solid. That's why I think that fight's gonna be a decision. It's gonna be a decision. And I'm gonna go with oral bye, but because I think they're gonna spend some time on the ground, but yeah. People with little hats are always dangerous, HB Comer. It'd be like that a lot of the times. Yo, Alonzo Menifield has some titties. I noticed this. Were they always like that? Why are they so big? Anyways. Alonzo by KO? No, I have Volkan. Volkan's actually pretty solid. Volkan is actually pretty good. And Alonzo Menifield is not good. He's just explosive. He's not good. Volkan is so locked in. Yeah, he's solid. Volkan is a pretty reliable fighter, I would say. Yep. Yep. This is a good pick. The thing is, with a fighter like Alonzo, he can only really win against a guy who won't see him coming. And I feel like Volkan will see him coming. Volkan is an interesting name. Volkan. This fight, yo, Ian Garry is actually going to manhandle Belal Muhammad. I can see it. I can see it happening. I can see it. Ian Garry just on the back of Belal Muhammad for until the end. Like a backpack. Clipping this for when Belal wins, sending straight to Joey. Belal is not winning. MMA Joey picked Belal. Who picked Belal? I'm not even an Ian Garry fan, bro. I am not even an Ian Garry fan. I just have a feeling that Belal is not coming through on this one. Feeling some strong energy from Belal as it gets closer, but with that being said, give me Garry here. Yeah. No, dude, Ian Garry is going to win. Ian Garry, a lock. This is a lock. Ian Garry is going to win. There's no way he's gonna lose. I'm telling you. Sometimes you just know. Sometimes you just know. Like this is what I'm saying. Belal is missing. He's missing it. He's missing, like, he doesn't have what it takes. He doesn't have what it takes. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how to, like, say that in a better way. But every fighter has a ceiling. And sometimes you can just see where that ceiling is. You know? And I think with Belal, it's just like, it's visible. I can't unsee this now. Like, ever since I when I mentioned that my older brother looks like Habib and Bisping put together, I can't unsee it now. Now every time I look at Bisping, I'm reminded of my brother. I'm picking up on the vibes. I'm picking up the vibes. Nice. Garry and Loki has some. Dude, Ian Garry had some aura at the official weigh-in too. He had even more aura. I'm sure you said the same thing before the Leon fight, lol. I did actually say something similar before the Leon fight, but I actually think it was more. I said less about Belal and more about Leon, I think. But I did remember, I did call Belal out on something. I don't remember what it was, but I was wrong. I was wrong, actually, about that fight. But I picked Belal the last time he fought. So don't fully assume that I'm a total Belal hater. Do not assume this. Oh no, never mind. I've been picking against him consistently. I picked against him for JDM. Sorry, that just, I don't know why I didn't remember that he just fought JDM. Yeah, no, I picked against him. But this time, I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. Leon Edwards is a different story, dude. Leon Edwards is a different story. Oh, I might have actually picked Belal to win against JDM. Fuck, who did I pick? Who did I pick in that fight? I have my notes. I can pull it up. Oh, I picked Belal versus JDM. Dude, I picked Belal for Belal versus JDM. So I actually picked Belal. And he lost. So I did believe in him. I did. And I'm not doing it again. So for all of you saying, you just hate Belal because you hate Belal. No. I gave him a chance and he disappointed me. And I realized what actually happened. And Leon Edwards is not all that. So I'm just putting together the new math, you know what I mean? I'm putting together the new info as to not lead you guys astray, because I am considerate. If Belal wins, will you welcome him back? No, I don't give a fuck about Belal. You know why people hate Belal? It's because he's fucking annoying. Nothing else. Don't make it about race or religion or anything. Like, Belal is literally just fucking annoying and egotistical and arrogant. Annoying. I would not hate, but hate is a strong word. I would dislike anyone else that would act like that, regardless of where they came from. I also think Arman Tsarukyan is annoying as fuck, you know? Arman's nothing but a rich kid. Why did he just do that? Why did he just Oh, is this the headbutt you were talking about, guys? I thought there was a different one. That was a fucking pussy ass move. That's like negative aura. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? That's like so bad. Rewind it. Look at him. He looks like a fucking fish. Anyways. Like, why would he do that? Why would he? He was like, okay, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. The fuck? What is that? I'm just glad no one got cut. Yeah, I know. Oh, that's lame. Isn't Arman the son of a billionaire? I'm not sure. He could be. I know he has money. I don't know if he's the son of a billionaire. He seems like he would be. Like, completely just... It seems that sometimes these kids of rich parents never got, like, the proper attention or discipline. So they end up just being like this. Just a little bit annoying. And невоспитанные, you know, which means not raised. Fairy Arman isn't a logical person. I can see that. Well. This is men's stuff. Fairy gotta exert dominance. I'm not eating. I'm chewing some gum. It's blueberry mint flavor. It's really strange, actually. Anyways, who do I feel good about? Who do I feel good about? Let's go back here. Okay. I guess I can, hold on, I can make this bigger. Oh, it's the biggest, okay. It's as big as it gets. Fair, do you think it's more impressive to be a top fighter as a rich kid who doesn't need it? Or someone who comes from nothing and needs it? The only real difference is the thing that drives you. So, in the poorer person's case, it's like necessity that drives them, which I think makes them develop in a bit of a different way. And I think overall makes them more fit to win. Because Arman Tsarukyan is just doing it to impress. And because I think his brain's not like too evolved. Because I feel like he could have chosen something else, you know? He's not like cut. I don't think he's fully cut out for it, even if, like, I think that's why he's oh my god, I think that's why he's holding back the division. If he felt like he was cut out for it, he wouldn't be doing that, and he would just like actually fight and not like hold it back for 2 years. Anyways, thank you for the $2. I like MMA. Thank you. I just finished my thought there. See you tomorrow and keep up the great work. Thank you. I appreciate you always cheering me on, putting up those timestamps. You're a real one for that. My chauffeur drives me. Heroes and villains usually come from the same trauma. True. If you had to choose, would you... Okay. Privet just joined. What's your picks? Oh man, you joined right at the end. But you joined. I will go over it again if you really want me to. If you really want me to, because I was kind of gonna go over it once more. Anyways, you're definitely tougher if you come from the trenches. From what I've seen, I think so, Levi. And I feel like you're more what's the word? Creative? Resourceful? You're usually more resourceful, from what I've noticed. So. From what I've noticed, have respect for both, but more, okay, yeah. Arman can just sit back and enjoy life, doesn't have to put his body and brain through this. I know, that's also why he's holding up the division, and it's not cool. Like, it's not cool. If you're gonna commit, if you're gonna choose to be a fighter, go be a fighter. You know, don't just do it because you want to impress your friends and whatever else. I'm not a hero or a villain. I'm perfectly normal. No one is normal. Anyone else drinking a cold glass of raw milk? No. Что, ты сегодня без настроения? Какое? Я думала, у меня было настроение. Настроение на самом деле есть. Просто мы уже... Anyways, yeah, I don't know. No, I'm gonna go over it again. I'm gonna go over it again. Do you guys think there's something up with my mood today? Like that I'm in a bad mood? I didn't think I was in a bad mood. I didn't think I was in a bad mood. But I'll tell you who I feel pretty good about. Seems good. Yeah, I thought I was good. This Russian dude in the comments does not agree though. The Russian alphabet is so cooked. I actually think it's solid. It's actually like more precise, I think. More precise, but I've also like, yeah, I don't know. I just know it, so. Anyways, guys, let's go over these picks. Marek Bujilo versus Denzel Freeman. Weird ass fight. I would just skip this one. I'm picking Marek, but I don't feel confident about it. As I said, after this weigh-in, I feel like Denzel could just fucking KO him because this guy looks like he's not fully there. I don't know how else to say that. What time is the card for you? It's gonna be at 10 a.m. You picked Arman, but he did that dirty move. Yeah, picked him before he did that. So we will see. But yeah, Narulo Aliyev versus Shaquem Rock. I'm actually going with Shaquem Rock, though. Who are the people on Tipology picking? Oh shit, 13% are going with Rock. I guess I'm part of that 13%. I'm picking him by decision, but we'll see. Ryan Loder versus Ismail Naurudiev. I also feel pretty good with Ryan Loder. Honestly, I do. Do it say Sila? Yeah. Dan Hooker's a giant underdog. I know. Anyways, Bigzat Makan versus Alexandre Topuria. I'm going with Bigzat Makan. Yeah. I'm gonna ignore the fact that, yeah, Bigzat Makan looks good. So this is a perfect example. I'm just thinking back to the weigh-in. Like, Bigzat Makan is actually like a well-conditioned fighter, and like you could tell he's actually talented. Whereas Topuria, he's good, but I feel like he had to work for it a little more. And it's never gonna fully match someone like Bigzat Makan. Like, he doesn't have the same talent that his brother has. That's the thing, you know? Like, sometimes you have a talent for something and sometimes your sibling just doesn't. Where do you see Michael Chandler's UFC career in 5 years? I already don't see it, Joseph. Okay, Abdul Rahman Yayayev versus Rafael Sirkeria. We're going with Abdul Rahman Yayayev. We are going with that. He has an interesting look. He has that like the psycho eye. Anyways, he's a minus 1,000. Oof, wow, that's crazy. Okay, wow. Alex Perez versus Asul Mabayev. Going with Asul Mabayev. This is totally a fight that he can win. I think actually I think this is a good pick also, just because it's really low key. This is a low key good pick. Okay, Said Izagakhmayev versus Nicholas Dalby. Said almost Nurmagomedov in a different font. Minus 390. It's so crazy. That's actually crazy. Makes sense though, I guess, because Nicholas Dalby is 41, as I recently found out. How could you pick Brady, lol? Who are you talking to? Because I did not pick Brady. So, in case you were talking to me. Yeah, he's 41, I know, right? He actually looks really young for a white 41-year-old. He's 41, look. He's 41. That is crazy. Anyways. Luke Riley versus Bogdan Grat. I am going with Bogdan Grat. How big of an underdog is he? Plus 200, alright. Minus 265, Bogdan Grat. Bogdan Grat for the decision win. You know what? This is going to be the kind of decision win. Like, again, Luke Riley is giving me... I just said his name, like... Why am I forgetting his name? Talbot. Yes. Luke Riley is giving me Peyton Talbot vibes. Like, complete Peyton Talbot vibes. And everyone, guess what? Everyone thought that Peyton Talbot would win against Barcelos, and he just looked like a boy. He just looked like a child in there. So, we're going with Bogdan Grat. I'm not saying Bogdan Grat is going to, like, dominantly win, but I think he's going to win a decision. I got Kavanaugh vibes, which is even worse. Ooh, yeah. He looks kind of like Kavanaugh. He looks more like Kavanaugh. And they're both from England. Anyways, Kyoji Horiguchi versus Takeru Lanbekov. We're going with Kyoji. But Takeru Lanbekov looks good. I just hope that Kyoji doesn't really get knocked out, does he? Nah. He only has 5 losses. Okay. When was the last time he lost? Oh, Patchy Mix. He got spinning back fisted by Sergio Pettis. That's not bad. Kaya Sakura. Okay, that makes... The Kaya Sakura situation is interesting. But he has also been looking better. Kyoji has been looking better in the last few years. Anyways, I'm going with Kyoji. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Shamil Gaziev. We're going with Waldo Cortez Acosta. I think this is also like a solid pick. Like, Shamil does not look fit. I don't know, man. CTE Hooker needs to win this. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this fight. By the way, this second one, sorry, not the second one, but Jack Hermanson versus Mixtibek Orolbai. I'm going with Mixtibek Orolbai, but I don't know. Like, Jack Hermanson could totally win this too. Like, this is such a 50-50 fight for me. He's such a big favorite, though. That's interesting. Well, bigger than I expected. Yeah. That's a peak male body. Don't talk about Shamil like that. Okay. Window could be bigger. Oh, okay. Let me make the window bigger. If you insist. This fine? Or do you want bigger? I think that's good. Okay. Waldo is that guy. Yeah, he's solid. Volkan Ozdemir versus Alonzo Menefield. I'm going with Volkan Ozdemir. Also a solid pick. Alonzo Menefield is, like, again, too much ego. I mean, look at this face. I know this is, like, just a photo, but come on. Anyways, Volkan Ozdemir, solid fighter. He's pretty reliable. I don't think he's gonna, like, get caught with something crazy from Alonzo Menefield. He did get caught recently, though. It was Carlos. Oh, no, he didn't even get caught. He fought Carlos Ulberg, and Carlos Ulberg is actually really good. Okay. Great stream. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Mystic KO. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for being here. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Early at 10 a.m. Jeez, I hope I, like, meet you guys there at 10 a.m. because I'm not used to like 10 a.m. But that's okay. That's okay. Fairy, what's up? The Book of Levi Jeans. Alonzo is chinny and tends to make silly mistakes. He's my guy, but Volkan has heavy hands. Yeah. I know, Alonzo does make silly mistakes, which is why I can't pick him, especially against a guy like Volkan, who will definitely exploit that sort of thing. Next fight, Belal Muhammad versus Ian Garry. I can almost get... Dude, this is the lock. This is the pick. This is the pick. This is the pick. Ian Garry is going to win over Belal Muhammad. There is no... I don't see Belal Muhammad winning, guys. I don't. I already didn't. And now I just really don't. Now I just really don't. I like sometimes you just feel good about an outcome, you know? And I feel good about this one. When Russians say "niet," what does it mean? It means no. If Arman pressures a lot, Hooker is going to have a tough time because his hands are decent and might actually land before he shoots. Yeah, but so are Oliveira's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The fact that he headbutted him was like so bad for his momentum in general. I feel like regardless of what you're doing as a person, like you're kind of building momentum. You know what I mean? And you don't want it to die. And I feel like he kind of killed his momentum with that headbutt in a way that I can't explain. You know, I could be I could be reaching there. That's one thing I could totally. If you guys said, "Hey, you're reaching," I'd be like, "Yeah, okay, I might be reaching on that one." But yeah. How many picks you got right from the last card? I got 12 out of 14. I just got 2 wrong. Any good underdogs on this card? Yes. Bogdan Graf is the best underdog. Who else? Ryan Loader, I think, is a pretty decent underdog. Who else is an underdog? Oh, Kyoji, I think, is also a good underdog. He's a slight underdog. Jack Hermanson might not be a bad underdog. But I just... Actually, never mind. No, I take... He looks good. He looks healthy, but like I don't think he has enough ability. I don't think he has enough ability. Yeah, I would say my favorite underdogs are Bogdan Grad. Bogdan Grad plus 200, dude. Yeah. And what is this guy? Plus 265? Whoa. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Morab versus Piotr Jan next week. I know that should be an interesting one. Arman wins this one and Karma hits him next fight, lol. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think he's gonna go that far. He's already like, I don't know. I don't like the way he's approaching things. I don't like the way he's approaching his career, and it's just not the way. It's not the way, even though he has a pretty good resume. Anyways, I'm putting 50 on Hooker. I can't even. I can't say that's terrible. I just think that, like, yeah, Hooker's chances are actually catching Arman before he gets taken down. I don't know if that will actually happen or not. Dan said he was talking shit about Arman, so he saw the headbutt coming, I guess. Okay. Dan punches harder than Arman. Hooker beats Hooker beat. I know Hooker beat Gamrot. I know, but Dan Hooker isn't like a dominant fighter, and neither is Gamrot. Arman is a dominant fighter. What happened to Arman against Gamrot, though? I know, I saw that. I didn't know what to make of that. I also don't think I was able to find that fight anywhere. And I have Fight Pass. I don't think it was on Fight Pass. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. I just didn't scroll far down enough. Anyways, if you guys remember how this fight went, let me know. Rapid fire recap, please. I just gave you the recap. Does anybody else need a recap? Oh my god. Okay. Yurik, you need to listen the first time. You're Russian. Your parents should have taught you that. С первого раза. You know this saying? С первого раза. Don't make me. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys. Let's see what we all say. Жорик, а не Йорик. Ah, okay. Жорик. Hard to tell. Hard to tell because there's no letter R in the English language. Anyways, I'm just fucking with you, dude. But yeah. Okay. Your pick list should do well though. Also, like how you put the most confident numbers on them. Yeah, I've been doing that recently. I think it's been good. Anyways, the attention span on all. Yeah, I know. Where did it go? Like. I don't know. I feel like when I was younger, my mom would like scold me not for not listening to something the first time, you know? For not hearing her the first time, and I got really good at like doing things the first time. I can't, or at least absorbing the information quickly, because I really like could not risk asking again, you know? Anyways. I've gotten more relaxed with that recently, though. I feel like my memory is not as, like, excellent as it used to be. But also, like, that's probably a good thing. I feel like my memory used to be a little too good. It was a little bit too good in the past. Anyways, okay, let's go over things again. Mark Bujilo, but I hate that pick. Totally feel like Denzel Freeman could win. Shaquem Rock, I feel like could pull it off. But also, I don't know. Narulo just doesn't give me, like, any sort of like confident vibes. He is a huge favorite, by the way, though. Ryan Loder, I think, is gonna win over Ismail Nurudiev. Bigzat Al Makan, I think, is going to win. I think he's gonna get a KO. Abdul Rahman Yayev is gonna win. Asul Mabayev, I think, is also. I think Asul Mabayev is a pretty safe pick. There's a few safe picks on this card, like low-key safe, low-key good picks. Asul Mabayev is one of them. I'm going with Saigiri Zagakhmaev to win over Nicholas Dalby. That's also a pretty good pick, I would say. Bogdan Grat to win over Luke Riley. Bogdan Grat is one of the I think the biggest underdog that I'm picking. And I feel like Luke Riley is gonna get the Peyton Talbot treatment. So yeah. And he kind of looks like Lonnie Kavanaugh. Anyways, Kyoji Horiguchi versus Takeru Lambiekov. I'm going with Kyoji Horiguchi. By decision. I think he's going to win a decision. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Shamil Gaziev. I'm going with Waldo. Yeah, I'm going with Waldo. By decision, also. Miktibek Oralbai versus Jack Hermanson. I'm going with Miktibek Oralbai. Volkan Ozdemir versus Alonso Menefield. I'm going with Volkan Ozdemir. Horiguchi's still fighting again. He looks good. And Belal Muhammad versus Ian Garry. Ian Garry's a lock. Ian Garry is winning this fight. That's it. Ian Garry is winning. Okay. Winning. Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. I don't fucking know, dude. I can't tell. I still think regardless of that headbutting bullshit, he's still gonna just like lie on top of Dan Hooker and dominate him. Because he did it to Charles. And Charles is usually really good off the back. The only way I see Dan Hooker winning is if he catches him. And has he been caught? No. No, he has not been caught at all. Oh, in 2015 he was caught. That was his one loss. Okay, the 1 KO loss. Anyways, those are all my picks. Those are all my picks. Guys, if my intuition is right about Bogdan Grat, that'll be so dope. But I think it is. I think it is. I just hope he doesn't. I hope he stays focused and, you know. Belal's really going to love this win if he succeeds. He's not succeeding, I'm telling you right now. Yeah, I'm not rooting for Belal. Yeah, no. This one I cannot pick. I like Dan Hooker, but a lot of Arman was training. But a lot of Arman was training in Orange County. What? Oh, okay. I like Dan Hooker a lot, but Arman was training in Orange County for a bit. I like them both. I don't know why I read that way. Oh, because you didn't use any punctuation. Anyways, we'll be watching to see if so. I know sometimes when I make these riskier picks, they do pay off most of the time. I feel like they do pay off most of the time. Like when I get a hunch on something, I'm just like, just go with your gut feeling, dude. Go with your gut feeling. And then when I do go with my gut feeling, it's always usually good. Contrary to what so many people used to tell me. Like, I swear in life, people would just be like, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. You're looking into it too deeply. Since I started doing these MMA predictions, I've had something to prove that my gut is totally right. Like, it's been so good for confirming that I'm not crazy and that I am actually onto something, you know. That's probably been the best thing about this channel, actually, for me, is like my intuition has gotten so much crispier because now I can now I've like filtered, I've found a way to like filter information in a way that it's just become really accurate. Never hold back. We want your picks. Yeah. Don't prove that it gets crazy eventually. How does it get crazy? I guess at one point it would get crazy. But that's been the really cool thing, is like I feel like it's given me so much more control in my life. Does that make sense? Like, since I started like actually just aligning myself more with my intuition, which I never used to do. Like, my gut used to try and like speak to me and I would just ignore. But since I've been more tapped into that, I feel like my life has actually been smoother for me. Please promise to use your powers for the good. To only use your powers for the good. I also feel like these powers aren't exclusive to me, or powers, whatever you want to call it. Like, I feel like it's just a matter of being locked in or not. You know what I mean? I think that's what everything in this world comes down to, is like, were you locked in or not? Because I feel like most people are just not locked in. That's basically how I'm picking the fights too. It's like seeing where they both stand technically, and also seeing how locked in they are and like their personalities and everything. Just like analyzing them as a total unit. You know? Like this unit fighting this unit. That's, you know, does that make sense? And then just like figuring it out from there. She's beginning to believe. I am a believer. I used to be very pessimistic. But that has changed. I realize, like, if I'm gonna be pessimistic, like I'll just die, because I don't really have like, I mean, I have people cheering me on, but it's not like family, and I feel like there's a big difference. And maybe that's something I just haven't fully gotten over. Like, I could probably totally make peace with the fact that my like my chosen family can support me, but like it's not the same, because they, like, you know, I feel like it's a little different. Like, I want the ultimate understanding. I want the ultimate understanding. And I feel like the people that you grew up with have, if they have a good memory, at least they have a really good understanding of who you are. Well, that's another thing that I've noticed, is like, I actually do think my memory is pretty good compared to most people's, and I noticed that makes a pretty big difference in the way that I approach my life, because I remember things in a different way, I guess, in a way that they register. So I think that means that I'm digesting information differently if I'm remembering it and someone else is not. Anyway, so it's important, I think, for me to be around people who also digest information in this way. Otherwise, I feel crazy. Because if they don't digest this information this way, then they don't understand what I'm talking about. And they also don't remember our shared experiences. Like, I've been in situations where, like, I'll be hanging out with my friends and I'm like, oh, do you remember when we did that thing together? And they'll be like, no. And I'm like, oh no, there's this memory that like we shared together and you don't even remember it. That's crazy, and you can't even recall it. That is kind of scary. At least, like, okay, not being able to recall a memory once I've reminded you about it is a little bit strange. It's a little bit strange. I don't know, but also I don't know, dude. I've been paying attention to so many things recently, and like I've been paying attention to like how people around me interact with the world, and like how present they are. And I've been able to like recognize how present people are. And so many of them are just not present at all. It's fucked up. Like, I don't even know how they're working their jobs. Like, that's how not present they are. Like, they'll be working security guards, and I'm like, I can tell this guy like doom scrolls all day, every day. He's not doing it now. First of all, I've a bunch of security guards just doom scroll on the job, but the ones that don't, that stand there also, they're not fucking seeing anything. Like, no one's paying attention to anything these days. So Anyways. We are on the spectrum. Ever experienced deja vu? I have. I heard that deja vu is only like a symptom of like living a repetitive life though. Like if you're not having new experiences, then you get deja vu more frequently. Isn't that the too cool for school effect? What? Not paying attention? Music can have that effect. As time goes on, you may forget the reason you feel a certain way about a song, but still have the emotion evoked by it that synapses to the event. Unless everybody's on drugs, I can't imagine not remembering hanging out with my friends or even a stranger. I think my friends are on drugs though. Not all of them, but like, and I mean like the mood stabilizers or whatever other mental health pills that people fucking eat these days. I'm glad I grew up before smartphones and high-speed internet. I grew up right before smartphones and high-speed internet, but my mom was such a fucking boomer that even when they were around, she did not have them around us because she was like, you will become a degenerate. And I was like, no, Mom. And then like as time went by, I'm like, oh, Mom, maybe you were right about that. Just a little bit. Yeah. Anyways. I think that smart people remember more things and see patterns. Maybe. I do feel like my pattern recognition is pretty fucking solid though. But I feel like that's also like by design. I think you can become smarter if your environment is like calls for you to be. I feel like my environment called for me to be smarter. You know what I mean? I feel like being stupid also is a bit of a luxury. So hey, if you're like not that smart, it's probably like in a way a luxury. That's what I feel like, because you didn't have to be, you know. Does that make sense? But there's also different types of intelligence. Yes, I just mean like, how can I explain? Just like getting around the world. I don't know. Understanding things. Understanding things is what I'm talking about. You ever wonder what the hell your ancestor went through for you to have these kind of natural abilities? Oh my god, Levi, that's crazy that you just brought that up, because yes, I realize, like, just so you know, everything is passed down to us, like, the way we think also, like, I wonder how much of it got passed down, because, you know, we're in a way raised to believe, like, oh no, you're born and then that's square one, and then you just, you know, learn things and you develop, like, no. I know for a fact that, like, I got some patterns passed down. like I am just a copy. I am just a copy, bro. I am just a fucking copy. You know what's crazy too? I actually, speaking of being psychic, there was a time, because since you guys started talking about this, there was a time when I was like 11 years old when I brought up to my mom that I thought I was psychic, because I was predicting weird things also at school. But like one random example I remember right now was, like, we were outside and there was this, like, it was wintertime, and it was there was this heater that was sticking out of the building, and I was like, I should go to that heater. Like, I should start walking over to that heater, because that group of girls is gonna run to it right now. Literally, like, a few seconds later, for no reason, they were just standing there. These bitches just started running to the heater, and like, I don't know. It's like things like this that, like, I don't know how I'm how exactly it's happening. And sometimes it won't be like seconds. Sometimes it'll be hours in advance. Like recently it's been hours. Like when I told you guys that I would go somewhere, be like, oh, they're not, for some reason today, like every single other day they have this thing. It's not like it was ever a thing that they didn't have. Like, oh no, every day they have this specific soup, and then like for some reason today they didn't have it, and I would literally have this thought in my mind before leaving the house, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go to that place because I feel like that soup's not going to be there. There's no reason for me to believe that soup's not going to be there because it's there every single other day. So I don't know. Anyways, I told my mom when I was 11, back to what I was talking about, that like no, I'm having too many thoughts at once and I'm not organizing them well. My point is, I told my mom once when I was 11 that I thought I was psychic, and she was like, don't tell people that. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, that's not a good thing to tell other people. And I was like, okay. That's the only feedback I got on that. Just like, what? Here I am now telling other people. Anyways. Which makes me really wonder about things, actually, now that I'm thinking about that. Like, was she also doing this? Was she also predicting things? And just told not to tell people? Yeah, definitely. What is this? But why did she not tell me more? Maybe I am a little stupid, dude. Maybe like, I feel like my mom treated me in so many ways like I was a little bit retarded, and I never understood why, because I'm like, Mom, I have so much capacity for understanding. She just didn't tell me. Anyways. My mom had that type of intuition too, and we had almost the same conversation. Interesting. What did your mom say, though? Your mother must have been psychic and was warning you about not telling us. But what's wrong with that? Why is it so bad? It just because, like, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could probably figure out why it would be bad if I thought about it a little bit, but I'm just curious as to why. Open to psychic attack? Oh. But also, I feel like you can I feel like the people that are saying that also. Holy shit, I'm remembering so many things. I just unlocked a memory that I thought I forgot. I just unlocked a memory of something my mom told me from her, like, grandmother. I'm not gonna tell you guys this one though. But she said when you're young you have stronger intuition. When you're in the shower too, it's directly tied to your amygdala, or however it's spelled. Yeah, I was told that too, that I mean, my intuition was also really good when it was younger. She put my brother in psychic development classes, which I guess were a thing back in the day, and he got scary good. See, this is what I feel like I've been doing with the UFC thing, like since I've been having this channel, like, reflecting on each week what I did right and what I did wrong has made my intuition so strong. You know what I mean? So strong. She didn't which is, like, scary, because that's why I think I dissociate on such a level too, because when I'm more present, like if I've consumed a little bit of sativa too, then I'm like locked in. She was in Gate, Lil C. Oh, interesting. Is that why people also think I'm a spy? Dude, I swear to God, like, I can't with this. The amount of comments of, like, people that I meet that think I'm a spy is actually insane. Makes me actually think that maybe I am a fucking spy. I'm just kidding. No, not really. But like, it is weird. Sativa indica hybrid makes me tweak the same. No, I don't take indica or hybrid because any amount of indica makes me not present. Sativa makes you present. I also don't take a lot of it. Nah, yo, I'm the sleeper agent. I'm scared. Oh. I was in gate when I was young. Oh, damn. If you want more better intuition, meditate. Yeah, meditation is good too, but there's different ways to meditate, you know what I mean? Like drawing is a form of meditation. Yoga is a form of meditation. Weed makes you paranoid as fuck. No, not any strain. Indica makes me paranoid. Indica makes me very paranoid. And I think people confuse that. Indica also is the one that makes you eat. Indica gives you the munchies. Sativa does not make you hungry. If anything, sativa makes you less, like, makes you not hungry. When I consume sativa, I'm like, I don't even want any food right now. When I eat indica, I'm like, I can eat fucking everything right now. So it's really, like, it's really different. Gate was big in Canada. I'm 32 and had it here in the States. They were looking for psychic children. I think I've heard of them. I think my friend told me about that. But didn't that involve with like people's memories being wiped? Sativa is mental for me. I also don't consume a lot of it. I consume like 5 milligrams. Bro, how am I supposed to meditate when my thoughts race at 100 miles per hour? The thing about meditation is like noticing everything. Meditation is basically just noticing. So it's not about like shutting things off. It's about noticing what is going on. Anyways, no, I don't think I was put into anything, but yeah. But I do feel pretty good about my intuition, I will say. It's really helped me make decisions in my life recently. Overall. And if I listen to it, I realized what I was doing before in my life because I've always had this intuition, but I started to not listen to it. I was a bit redirected because I had so many people in my life literally just telling me that, oh, I'm looking too much into it. No, that's not true. Like, literally being fucking gaslit by people. And now I'm slowly starting to listen to myself. And I noticed that, like, oh, when I listen to myself, things go well. Things go well. Things go as I expected them to. Like, I tapped into something. I've been tapped into it my whole life. And people have literally just been, like, gaslighting me into thinking that I'm tripping. And now I know that I'm not tripping because I have UFC results to prove it. Anyways. We're all joking about the spy thing. No, I know it's overall a joke. I think it's mostly just because of the way I look. Yeah. But I feel like if you took anyone from Berlin and you would have been like and brought them here, you'd also say they're a spy. I don't know. I feel like people aren't used to like European looks overall. European styles. They're used to like the American trendy vibe, you know. Anyways. 30 milligrams sativa gummy will have you freaking out if you're not used to it. Yeah. Intuition helps when you want to see the truth of people. Yes. Intuition has literally been like the base for my picks. And it's not let me down when I really tapped into it, you know. it's not let me down. Just sometimes I let my thoughts carry me over too much. But like, this is why I feel good about the Bogdan Grad pick, because my intuition is telling me that, not even just my intuition, like it's a bunch of things. It's like your intuition, but it's also like logic, like intuitive logic, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Does that even make sense? I feel like that makes sense. When you force yourself to focus on the breath, when you're doing it, it's painful, but after you feel more calm, the monkey mind gets quieter. It's hard, like a mental exercise, but it's worth it. I guess so. That's one way to do it. But again, yeah, noticing the breath. There's many different things in your body that you can notice, like your muscles, your posture, your thoughts. There's ways to notice things, and a lot of it, yeah, breath is good because it's like an easy way to do it. You like, but being able to pay attention to more than just your breath, or like bring awareness to more than just your breath, gives you like more tools. A better understanding, I would say. Bogdan bald ass. I need that win. That logic. Sorry, Bogdan bald ass need that win. Yeah. Dude, he came out with the C crap. He looked solid. I don't think he's that good of a fighter. His problem is he can't fucking close the distance, but I do think that Muhammad Naimov is actually pretty okay. I think Michael Aswell, he recently won. Oh, okay, but that was right. Lucas Almeida had some weird injury, right? I'm on 150 milligrams right now. Not paranoid. Dang. Okay. Yeah, the most I've had in a gummy has been like, I think 65 or 70, and it was actually like, I realized what I needed to do, and like the habits I needed to break. It's good. It's kind of like a mild psychedelic experience. Here, Google transformational breath. Okay. Anyways. About to eat a homemade Rice Krispie and play fort. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go make myself some tea. It's 10:16. I should go to bed, really. I should go to bed. Just try and go to bed. That's what I should try to do. I actually want to calm down. I did yoga 2 times today, and I went to a really good yoga class earlier. I actually found my favorite teacher. I found a really good yoga teacher in New York. I've been looking for one. So I'm really happy about that. Da-da-da-da. I want to call my mom now and ask her about psychic things. Psychic things. She'll be happy to. You know what I've been trying to do, guys? I've been trying to make peace with my mom, and that's been a journey. She's probably thinking about you right now. She probably is, yeah. Anyways, Yeah, so you guys, for those of you that know my history with my mom, it's not been an easy time, but I think I can be the one. I can be the bigger person, guys. I will be the bigger person in all of my family line. In the history of my family line, I have the ability to be the bigger person. So I will do it. She'll be happy to hear from me too. I hope she like I hope she greets me with the kind of energy that I'm greeting her with, you know. Fairy broke the cycle. Yes. I think I did, Levi. You know what I realized? I'm like, I can't be fucking I gotta forgive this lady. Like, she had no tools, man. You know, she had no tools. Those were the tools she had. She raised me with the tools that she had. So, like, what am I gonna fucking... I don't know. I don't agree with what she did, by the way. She did some fucked up shit, but... now I can... You know, I... Here, fairy quote November 2026. Treat your mom the way she didn't treat you. That's what I'm aiming to do right now. I'm aiming to treat my mom in a way that I wish she treated me when I was younger. But she never did. So I must show her that now. It's gonna be fucking tough, because, like, there's that feeling inside of you where you think, like, she doesn't deserve that. Let it go, bro. Let it go. Forgive. It's okay if she doesn't deserve it, dude. Because I think the thing is, she does deserve it. At the end of the day, everybody deserves it. You know, that's what you don't. That's what you must understand. Anyways, so, and she's still alive, right? It's my last parent. You only get two. So, anyways. Are you faded? No, I'm just telling you to go fucking call your mom, because you probably haven't called your mom. Or your dad. I don't know. I would call my dad if I had that option. I'm just telling you, because you're gonna be like, oh, I'm glad my mom just called me. Lol, see, there you go. I'm just telling you guys, for real. Call your parents. We forget. You guys are probably still young enough to, like, actually call them and, you know, have a good conversation with them. Just, yeah. And treat them the way they didn't treat you, you know. Anyways, this sounds like growth. I think it is, yeah. And also, like, when you forgive your parents, really, you stop being a victim, because you realize that before that you are being a victim. If you haven't forgiven your parents, it means that you're still, like, upset at them for doing something, how would I say? Something like that, like, you're upset at them for doing something to you that you can't fix. Like, they made you a certain way, and, like, now you can't fix it. It's like, once you forgive them, like, you put the power back into your own court. You know what I mean? And you realize, like, well, I have to fix this regardless now. You should talk to her and tell her everything. What you mad about? I don't know. She's not really receptive to me telling her what I'm mad about. I'm actually just gonna ask her about the psychic thing. She's more receptive when you ask her questions about herself. So I'm learning how to, like, communicate with her in a way that isn't totally draining for me, and isn't totally rough for her. You know? Like, cause she kind of is a victim too. Like, she fucking acts like a victim. Like, everything. So I can't criticize her. Can't criticize her. She will not handle it well. But I can ask her questions. Maybe a narcissist mom, with all the respect. With all the respect, people like that can't help it. I know. I trust me, I know what I'm dealing with. I understand what I'm dealing with. Hopefully she's receptive. She'll be receptive to, like, I just need to not call her for too long, ask her specific questions, and get out of there as soon as I can. Because if you stay for too long, then things get weird. Things get weird, and then you get drained. So you gotta know when to hop off that bus. But what if you were a bad kid? Eh? People don't have to treat you badly, they choose to. I know. That is indeed a choice. But, you know. I think in her own way, she was trying to toughen you up, but neglected the fact that you needed her emotionally. Dude, I know. That's what I realized, too. I'm like, I think this lady was just trying to toughen me up. Like, I think she felt super weak and wanted me to be super strong, and she succeeded. Like, she made me very strong, but at what cost? At what cost? I'm Joseph, yeah, I'm still alive, but, like, I'm hopping off very soon. I just went off. I just went into multiple thoughts. I just went into a few thoughts. But that's also why I'm like, this is why I need to forgive my mom, because I don't, like, I think she probably thought that toughening me up was a good thing. Because I notice myself doing this too to people. Like, I notice myself pushing people around me, and sometimes they're usually not receptive to it. Actually, they're usually not, because they're like, why are you always pointing out all the negative things about me? And I'm like, I'm not pointing out the negative things about you, I'm telling you how you can do better. But yeah, that strength will help you later in life. I know, yeah. Soviet moms are built differently. I know. Again, Soviet mentality. But I don't know. If you didn't have your mom, you wouldn't have this YouTube channel? Probably not. Yeah. It's a sad situation. I hope you guys can fix things. I just would like some acknowledgement, to be honest. That's all. But at the same time, like, it's also fine. Like, as I'm getting older, I'm understanding more things, to be honest. This lady always fucking told me, she was like, when you get older, you'll understand. And she looked at me like this, like, when you get older, you'll understand. As if, like, I was some creature that wasn't intelligent enough to understand it now, when, like, she probably could have just explained it to me. Ah, man. Entering adulthood with coping skills required to get through childhood can take some adjustment. Ultimately, we can choose who we want to be. Yes. I think my entire life is one big coping mechanism, but that's okay. Because first of all, I am in my adult life living with a bunch of childhood coping mechanisms. But I'll tell you what, I've accepted that. I've been like, you know what? I'm an adult going through my adult life with childhood coping mechanisms, but I'm fucking doing this shit anyways. And I think it made me a little bit more interesting, to be honest. So it's fine. It's fine. First contact, yeah, that's fine. Telling you how can do better. I know, dude. I know that this the worst thing too. May your mom acknowledge you one day. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I've made peace with that. Do you watch anything before bed? No, but sometimes I read books. Sometimes I do watch things before bed. But I haven't watched anything in a bit. Anyways. If I'm spending time with someone, I will start telling them, like, how they can do things a little better. And I can't not do that. Because I feel like, wouldn't they want to know? But I've been trying to figure out like ways to do it in like a low-key way. Like, by the way, I know you're doing this thing and it's looking like it's taking you some time, and also like maybe it's not, you're not doing it like as efficiently or as like nicely as you might want to do it. Do you want me to tell you how like you could be doing it? And sometimes they'll say yes, but you usually have to meet someone who's like who shares a similar mindset as you. Like when I'm with a person, which I have been, I have one friend that is also like this, also always telling me how to improve myself, and like when we spend time with each other, we both just grow. So I'm like, is most of North America just a bunch of fucking pussies that don't want to change? Is that what it is? Because this friend that I have is also an immigrant. So, a Russian immigrant. Anyways. So, people in North America, especially Canada, are pussies. This is the conclusion. This is the conclusion that I've made. Anyways, shout out from Montana. Shout out to Montana. Off topic, but you're the spitting image of the daughter in Hotel Transylvania. Interesting. Haven't watched it in a while. Haven't watched it since I was like 11. Hotel Transylvania. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Anyways. I'm from Russia, but I live in Montana. So you agree with what I'm saying? That you've noticed that the American people, they struggle to change. They do not want to be, I don't know, their egos are too fragile. One of the most fun things to do is to talk about deep shit to not deep people, lol. They definitely feel insecure about it, yeah. I've noticed, here's the thing I've noticed. This is why I struggle with like socializing with people, is because like it seems that my form of conversation is deep conversation. Like I don't know how to interact with people in a different way. So when I hang out with people, I end up like basically, I guess, talking about things that they never wanted to talk about or think about, and then I realize that they don't want to talk with me again. So because they don't, like, I don't know, they don't feel comfortable with that. Anyways, I don't know another way to do it. So that's the trap that I'm in. That's the trap that I'm in. No one I talk to in IRL seems to get where I'm coming from. I feel like people do get where I'm coming from, but they just don't want to be there, or I don't know. They seem. I feel like when I talk to people, they seem uncomfortable by by like what I'm presenting. But I think that's also because they haven't accepted themselves fully in the way that I have. And I'm not saying that I fully accepted myself. I've just accepted myself on a level that I think other people have not. Deep thinkers are usually always misunderstood. Well, I just have to find more of us. But that's why I'm really glad that I have my brothers, because at least I can have these conversations with them, or at least my younger brother. I grew up with my younger brother, and my younger brother and I are like solid. When we hang out together, it's a good time. You know. But yeah, it would actually be great to like meet friends who also wanted to discuss thoughts with me, because that's what I love to talk about. I don't know, but yeah. Is it autism? I have no idea. It could be, I guess. I've entertained that idea. I don't know. I can't say. I can't really fully say. I bet the conversations on the balcony at night are insane with Fairy. Yeah. They are fun, dude. They can be very fun. Again, things get interesting when you start. Like, the beautiful thing about sharing thoughts with somebody is like you're exchanging the things that you're noticing and that they're noticing, and then like you build on ideas. It's the most fun way to interact, I think. I don't know, but you guys call it autism, so I don't fucking know. You can just talk to ChatGPT. It's not the same. ChatGPT can't have experiences. ChatGPT cannot have experiences. There's many things we don't understand about ChatGPT. Have you ever been told you look like Blood Diamond? Not even once. Man, what do you mean Blood Diamond? Like the girl from that film? Or what are you talking about? Thank you for the $2 though. Waterloo's finest. Faye, like, bro, do you ever realize we're on a floating rock in space? Well, not exactly like that, but yeah. It's not even about that. It's just like I'll have an idea about something or a thought about something, like, because everybody makes conclusions about the world, and I want to know what conclusions other people made about the world. You know what I mean? That's also I think that's also the best way to understand people. You just look like Blood Diamond. Okay, I don't really know what that means. The vibe? Okay. Okay. Anyways. Just write a book, bro. I think we'd need some more content for that. Although, yeah. I mean, I probably have enough content, actually. I think the content is sufficient. Life is too short to completely understand it. I don't think so. I mean, of course, completely understand it, but I feel like you can get pretty fucking close. I feel like if you push yourself, which most people are not doing, because most people are in a fight with their egos. I still am in many ways, but less so than the average person, I think, because I've overcome some things. I just have like a few last things to overcome, and then I'll be like fucking pure consciousness. Hey, I won't feel any pain, or at least I'll be a little bit less I'll react to it in a different way. I enjoy random small talk. I take it as a personal challenge to get people to open up with me. I think for random people, small talk is fine. I just don't like small talk with friends. Or like people you see on a regular basis. Or people that you like are trying to get to know. Like small talk at the person in the grocery line, I think is perfectly fine. Perfectly acceptable. I small talk with people at the grocery store line too. Sometimes, you know. I think that's the only place for small talk. MMA Joey wants a collab. No. MMA Joey is an unrealized, sad human. A sad human. I can't with MMA Joey. I can't, guys. I can't. Don't drag me into that sadness. Don't drag me into the sadness of MMA Joey. We do not belong there, guys. I agree. I have higher expectations of people in my life, and I hope they care enough about me to expect more. Dude, that's what I like. One of my friends once told me, judge people the way you expect to be judged. So I'm just judging people the way that I expect to be judged. That's why I'm telling you guys, like, You guys try to spare my feelings sometimes, and I tell you, do not spare my feelings. If there's something I should correct, tell me. How do you think I got so good at doing things? You think I got good at doing things because I just let people fucking tell me I'm doing a good job all the time? No. No. That's how you get better at things. People correct you, you notice what you're doing wrong. Doing what exactly? Like completing tasks. Well, that's what I'm good at doing. Anyways. Understanding things. When someone corrects you, you understand what needs to be done. I think, honestly, that's from my experience. That's how it works. I like clocking people's tea. I told my friend her lipstick was on her teeth before. I mean, yeah, that you should definitely tell your friend she has lipstick on her teeth. But yeah. Things like this. But that's a small example, but it also, like, you know, yeah. Anyways. It says no one tells her shit like that because for some reason the culture in North America is not to tell people that, is to like let them be. It's okay, he's trying his best, just don't tell him anything, it's fine. What? What? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I actually gotta go. I gotta go. I just, you know what, like sometimes like this setup is so cozy. Like I like this new setup I have here is way more comfy than my old one, and sometimes I just go too far down the rabbit hole. So, anyways, I'm going to call my mom real quick. Don't forget to call your mom real quick. See you tomorrow. Let me hit the bowl before I go reset these vibes. Fair to a person to stream the fights on time. I do stream the fights on time. I have been. Anyways. You should just paint. Maybe I will, guys. I need to create... I think I want to create another channel. But I'm thinking, like... Okay, before I go, one last thing. I have some questions. One last question. For this channel that I'm thinking of creating, I'm wondering, like, should I make it ASMR? Like, make an ASMR channel specifically? Or just make it, like, a peaceful channel that has ASMR and other content on it? Because... I know I have a second channel. I'm gonna make a third channel that's not related. I'm not gonna tell you guys about it, unfortunately. You guys will just have to find me if you're into that stuff, because I think the mistake that I made with my second channel is like kind of attaching it in the way to this one, and so I wanted it to be a different crowd, but I got the same crowd. You know what I mean? YouTube just gave me the same crowd. So every voice in her head gets a channel. No, it's not like that. It's just, I want a different base of people. So. Peaceful with ASMR so you're not limited. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. The peaceful channel. I think also it'd be nice to have a space for people to come to on the internet to just, like, fucking chill the fuck out. just to get back to baseline. I know I would appreciate that. Like, if it was me a few years ago, I'd be so happy. To find a channel like this. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you? Like, am I the only one with that opinion? Okay, I'll do a poll real quick. Oh, I need to... I'm fucking stupid. I need to end this poll first. I'm like, why can't they make a new poll? Oh my god. It is late. Okay. For the new channel, I'm gonna have to find that damn channel, Fairy. Yeah, I would probably give it to you if you really, like, if I really thought you genuinely wanted to be there, you know. So Spokoi is cooked. It's just not, like, yeah, you must understand when, you must know when what you're doing is not heading in the place you want it to be in. So I think that's what I realized with that channel is, like, this whole idea that I have has more potential in a different place. And right now it's attached to, like, the MMA community, and this is, like, I'm trying to do something in a place where there's no energy for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to cultivate something in a corner of the internet that's not giving it the energy that it needs. And I know that I can find that energy somewhere else. So that's what I will be doing. It just, yeah. You know? Dun, 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 dun. 3 channels is a lot. Maybe focus on one. No, I think I'm gonna abandon the Spokoi one, to be honest, because I'm gonna, like, the Spokoi channel was going to be this new channel, but I kind of, like, yeah, I'm abandoning the Spokoi a little bit. I might just use Spokoi as, like, the shitpost channel. Yeah. So, anyways, so I'm gonna just have the 2. I think the 2 channels is fine, because on this other channel I'm thinking of doing, it would just be things that I'm already kind of, like, thoughts that I'm already having on a regular basis. Like, it wouldn't be anything that I would have to, like, do too much. Like, I would have to spend less time on it, you know? And I could put the vlogs on there. Yeah, you should do the vlog, the yoga self-help channel if you, I think you'd be perfect for that. See, that's what I'm saying. I want this channel to be that. I want the new channel to be the yoga, the self-help, the thoughts and everything. Like, I could post yoga videos, I could post ASMR videos, I could post, like, all of this wholesome content. I could also post a day in a life, I guess. Yeah, if people really want that. Not that my days are super eventful, but yeah, like, I could do some vlogs when I travel. That'll be more interesting than doing city vlogs. And yeah. The best version of us is the energy you give. Interesting. What do you mean by that exactly? I mean, I can guess, but what do you mean exactly? You'd be perfect for that, and I think you'd find it fulfilling. I know. That's why I'm saying I need to do it, because I feel like I would be perfect for that. I feel like that is my calling. That is my, I mean, I don't know about calling, but travel vlogs really blow up sometimes. Yeah, and then maybe one of you guys finds me on some travel vlogging, you know? You're like, you see a thumbnail, you're like, wait a second, is that Fairy? Where is she now? To be fair, I don't think I need to do that much more traveling in my life right now. I would want to, I need to, like, I did some of that earlier and it was good, and now I need to lock in a little bit, and then after I lock in, then I can continue on with things. So, you want the best for us, that's what I get. Yes, I do want the best for you guys and for everyone. And you know what? I noticed the Book of Levi Jeans. I just feel like this is just how I've always been. I've always wanted the best for, like, everybody. So, like, energy-wise, I think that comes off. I do want everyone to do well, because we're, at the end of the day, not that different, you know? We are not that different. As much as that's what we all want to believe, we want to believe that, oh no, we're better than others. You're actually not that different, dude. Not that different. Anyways, guys, let's do this bowl thing one last time, because I know I said I was gonna go, but now I'm actually gonna go. Much love, Fairy. Great stream. Thank you, Levi. I may have also, like, eaten a little bit of sativa before the stream, so that could explain why it went off. Why I went off on a little bit of a roller coaster. Anyways, yeah, I gotta call my mom. I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early. I'm gonna go to bed after that. We knew you was high, bro. I wasn't that high, dude. But yeah. Anyways. See you guys. Wishing you a good night. Wishing you all the good things. Wishing you all the good things. Anyways, goodbye. Say hi to mom. Yeah. Peace.